There are flavors that transport us to Mexico, like tacos al pastor from traditional taquerias, tacos de pollo, or tacos de bistec, seasoned to perfection. The H-E-B Mi Tienda diced meats and fajitas are inspired by the flavors you love, perfectly seasoned with sabor and corazón, and ready to prepare at home. From our kitchen to yours, enjoy the authentic taste of our H-E-B Mi Tienda diced meats and fajitas. One more reason here, everything's better.
Welcome to McAllen ISD, Texas Education Agency A-rated school district. On behalf of our school board and our entire McAllen ISD family, welcome to DQ Fan Field at McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium. We wish all those competing the best of luck, and we hope that you enjoy the competition.
Good evening and welcome to McAllen ISD. This game is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of the University Interscholastic League.
Regardless of the outcome of tonight's game, all of the players have proven their willingness to work and sacrifice in order to achieve athletic excellence.
We ask that as a spectator, you consider the time and effort each of these teams, coaches, and athletes have put forth.
The officials for this game have been mutually agreed upon by school officials for both schools. Their role is not unlike those of the players, coaches, teachers, and school administrators.
Without them, this game would not be possible. Their knowledge and application of the rules are a result of annual testing, years of study, and continual participation in clinics that further refine their understanding of the game.
We ask you, as students, parents, and citizens, to demonstrate the kind of respect for these officials you'd extend to any dedicated person in a position of responsibility. Thank you for your attendance.
And enjoy the game.
Enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
Enjoy the game.
Enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
And welcome to another edition of Football Night in McAllen. And tonight it's going to be windy and wild as the Edinburg Vela Sabercats come into the house to take on the McAllen Nikki Rowe Warriors. How do you do? I'm Mark May along with Mario Reyna. And tonight, Edinburg Vela against Nikki Rowe. Both teams headed to the playoffs, but both teams feeling probably that they have something to prove going in, with this being the last regular season tune-up before the playoffs. So Mario, how do you see tonight's game unfolding?
Well, you're looking at two teams that have a lot to play for because, like you said, Mark, they got to play positive to be ready for next week. And it's all going to be like always, they got to maintain possession. Who's going to control the line of scrimmage? Who's going to stay on the field a lot? Avoid those mistakes, especially the pre and post penalties. You got to avoid those mistakes. And the turnover rate, teams that are successful usually don't turn the ball over. So we'll see who's going to win the turnover battle tonight.
Yeah, we saw that happen against Nikki Rowe last week in that loss to Mackay, didn't we?
Yeah, it did. So I hope for their sake that they learned their lesson, right? But two teams that are successful, congratulations. They'll both be in the playoffs. And I know we'll talk about what are the possibilities, who they'll be playing next week, and we'll go from there.
And as far as our players to watch tonight on Nikki Rowe, they've got a top running back we've seen all year in Chris Zavala. And running back Chris Zavala this year with 540 yards rushing and 7 touchdowns. 6 of those rushing, 1 of those receiving. So Zavala will be one of the top ball carriers for Nikki Rowe this evening.
Yeah, Chris Zavala. Sorry, Mark. Chris Zavala, man, he's an exciting player, right? Works very hard.
I'm Mason Alvarado. I play cornerback for the Nikki Rowe Warriors. As a cornerback,
I got to make sure I make it a hard time for the receiver and the quarterback to make a play. Basically just be in the way, like a roadblock.
In the corner, breaks one tackle, picks up the first down near the 30-yard line.
Our coaches are doing an amazing job. Next week, next team, it's always a 1-0 record every time. Well, the dream is obviously to play college football maybe. I want to have that memory with me. If not, I would like to become a coach, a football coach. Like, these coaches inspire me a lot, actually.
All right, there you see the Edinburg Vela SaberCats wearing the blue, white, and black out there here tonight. They come in with a record of 5-1 in the district. They're in second place, 8-1 overall. And you can see the records right there. And SaberCats doing very well. Only loss was to PSJA North, who is still undefeated heading into tonight. Nikki Rowe, 4-2 in the district race. They are in third place, and then 6-3 overall. Warriors started the year off with a loss and then whipped off 5 consecutive victories, but then have dropped 2 of their last 3. So we'll see how they come out firing tonight against this SaberCat team. And there you can see the Nikki Rowe team wearing the Kelly green jerseys, the silver helmets, and the gray pants. Got the Tiaras dance team out there as well. And everyone excited, just moments away from kickoff here between Nikki Rowe and Edinburg Vela. Our captains tonight, by the way, were all seniors. All the Rowe seniors. They had them out there for the pregame coin toss, which was won by Vela, but it'll actually be Nikki Rowe to receive in the first half. And there we have our officials here for tonight.
And it looks like a 7-person crew led by referee Humberto Rodriguez, and we have Mitch Reititz, we have Adrian Ramirez, Andy Castro, Larry Alvarez, Tyson Vincent, and Joel Salas.
And then the other teams in the district, right behind Rowe is La Jolla Palmview, followed by Mackay. They're actually tied for that 4th spot. Mackay would be ahead of them at this point because of, Palmview would be ahead right now because they beat Mackay head-to-head by 1 point, 31-30. And there you can see the seniors being honored tonight as the captains. Then the teams that are out of it now playing for pride, McAllen Memorial, Rio Grande City, and La Jolla Juarez Lincoln. We'll take a look at the standings here. This is up to the minute. You can see PSJ North doing really well there, Mario. And then Vela and Rowe. If Rowe wins tonight, they actually leapfrog Vela into second place, and that gives them a better playoff seeding and a potential home game next week.
That is correct, because it's all about who do you want to play, the top teams or the bottom teams in the playoffs, but they're all good. And the big game tomorrow is a play-in game. I understand McAllen Bulldogs playing
McAllen
tomorrow.
Memorial.
And if
for that game, Memorial's in the spoiler role, but for the Bulldogs, they win tomorrow. They are in the playoffs. In fact, they will finish as the 3rd seed if they were able to win tomorrow. Well, depending on what Rowe does tonight, if Rowe were to lose tonight, Mackay could potentially grab that 3rd seed. But it depends on what happens with Rowe here as well. The teams they would face are from District 16 5A Division 1, which is obviously a very tight race, and they might switch positions tonight, but the Harlingen South is in there, Westaco East, Brownsville Veterans Memorial, and the Donna Redskins.
Yeah, pretty good teams also up there in that district. Right now, I do believe Brownsville Veterans has clinched the #1 spot. So whoever finishes 4th over here, which could be Nikki Rowe, might be playing Brownsville Veterans next week, but we don't know, right? They still have to play the game tonight and tomorrow.
And right now on the field, they're recognizing our Veteran of the Week, something done at every home game in McAllen ISD. This is Mr. Roberto Cantu, who is a Vietnam veteran, graduated from Mackay in 1965, served in the U.S. Navy, and was a 3rd-class petty officer, and is now retired from the U.S. Immigration and Homeland Security. 3 of his 4 children out there. We see one of our 2 principals out there as well, Mr. Miguel Carmona, who's with Achieve Early College High School, part of that family. And then Larissa Cantu, and the lady in green, is the head cheer coach for Nikki Rowe High School. So 3 of his 4 children joining Mr. Cantu here, who served 4 years in the U.S. Navy. Served in the South Pacific.
Captain Michaela Contreras. The right guard is Cadet Command Sergeant Major Philip Cortez, and left guard is Cadet Major.
And now they're introducing the JROTC Color Guard.
Please remove your hat.
Affiliated with the U.S. Army. Their instructors are Captain Margil Flores and Sergeant Edwin Freites, and there you see the students.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Excellent job by Nikki Rowe Choirs, Darielis Cabrera. Doing a great job on the national anthem there, and we're about ready to play some football now. Nikki Rowe against Edinburg Vela. Both teams in the playoffs last year, both teams returning this season. SaberCats under Coach John Campbell and the Warriors under Coach Robert Flores. This is the first time these two have been in the same district together. Vela was in Class 6A the last 2 years. The Warriors were in 5A, and Vela coming down to 5A this past year. And they'll be together in this district for this season and next. Got about a 3/4 moon out tonight. Looking beautiful. And we're about ready to begin between Nikki Rowe and Edinburg Vela. Edinburg Vela wins. If PSJA North were to lose, those two teams could fall into a tie for the district championship. PSJA North would still be the #1 seed based on their head-to-head win over the SaberCats. But still, they'd be co-district champions. So North, Vela, and Rowe are in. There's one spot left, which will be claimed by either Palmview or Mackay. And this game can have a say-so in which of those two teams ends up in the show next week. Saw the SaberCats. Here are the Warriors coming out. Warriors come in averaging about 32 points a game. Vela averaging an astronomical 55 points a game, Mario. So we know both these teams can light it up.
Oh, they can light it up. High-powered offenses, Mark. And that's what's going to be important for the Warriors on this first possession, to try to get themselves some first down and work on that clock. That way you keep the ball away from that high-powered offense. And that's what Edinburg Vela loves to do, Mark. They love to put all their, who they're all about early in the first quarter, pound you right away, take a 10-0 lead, and show you and just demoralize you. So that's going to be important for the Nikki Rowe Warriors to get themselves a couple of first downs as we take a look at what a fine job Coach Robert Flores has done over there at Nikki Rowe.
Coach Flores in his 7th year has taken the team to the playoffs, 6 of his 7 years, including this one. And kicking off for the Vela SaberCats will be Eduardo Valdez, their senior kicker. He's an outstanding kicker. Has made all 60 of his extra point tries this year.
Amazing.
And 9 of 10 field goal attempts. He's definitely a weapon in the Vela arsenal. We saw Nelson Ramirez back to receive at his own 5-yard line. Is going to go all the way over the 5. It hits at the goal line. It'll go out for a touchback. And Nikki Rowe will start at their 25-yard line. And of course, a quarterback tonight for the Warriors. Number 3, Lance Salinas. Comes in with just under 600 yards passing, completes 64% of his passes. He's 9 touchdown passes this year. There's Salinas right there. And number 24, also in your kind of the right side of your frame, is Chris Zavala, who we talked about in the pregame. Leading rusher for this Warrior team. And here we go on first down. It's going to be Zavala. Tries to cut up field, and the SaberCats all over that one. About 4 SaberCats colliding on him to bring him down for a 1-yard loss.
And I am going to keep an eye on number 99, the captain for the SaberCats. Number 99, Jake Duffner. He didn't make the tackle on that one, but that senior, you remember last time he played here, Mark, you called his name all night long. Unbelievable defense.
Yeah, Ryan Boteo in there, one of the SaberCats in there on the tackle. Second down, and they're going to generously call it 10, as Salinas, running for his life here, is going to lose yardage back to the 19. And it'll be 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
That's what the Warriors don't need. They don't need negative plays. And that line, all that defensive line, they penetrated, made it real hard for Salinas to get anything. And now, in a 3rd and 15, it's a passing down, and you don't want to be in those situations tonight.
So 3rd and 15. Rowe, no stranger to the passing game, although they've relied on the run more so this year. Salinas wants to keep it, breaks a tackle, but then is knocked down about the 25, the original line of scrimmage. They'll have to bring on the punting unit. A couple of SaberCats in there on the tackle, including the linebacker, Julian Guevara. Guevara came in with 42 tackles this season. 6'2", 185 senior.
As soon as Lance Salinas got the ball, I mean, they were on top of him. He had no choice. Actually did a good job to at least get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And we see back to receive is Justin Novato, standing back at his own 40. And this punt won't get there. It kind of goes off the side of Zavala's foot. And the SaberCats will have good field position in road territory. You can see the official walking this back past the 40 and stops at the 37-yard line. It's a 12-yard punt.
And now we know that the SaberCats, why they decided to put their defense on the field right away. And it worked out pretty good, because anytime you get your first possession at your own 37-yard line, that's a good deal.
Now, Vela likes to use a couple of quarterbacks. This will be a senior, Bobby Garcia, is their leading receiver. In fact, just 6 yards away from reaching 1,000 yards. Completes 79% of his passes. He's also a running threat, as well as 5 rushing touchdowns this year, plus 14 passing TDs. Here he's going to run this one, and all the way up to about the 32. That'll be a 5-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
And just like the Warriors have real good offensive weapons in Salinas and Zavala and Nelson Ramirez, we know that on that tackle with Joe Garza, look out for James Pauly, number 1, and Christian Navarro. There's a penalty, the wide receiver.
False start. False start. Offense. Number 7. 5 yards. 2nd down.
Maybe I jinxed Justin Navarro. I just called out his name, and he got a penalty mark.
Jinxed him.
So there was the first 5 yards that you gained. You just gave him back, and it's 2nd and 10.
So Garcia will line up in the gun this time. He's got 1 receiver left, 1 right, 1 man in the backfield. Play action here, has time, and this is caught near the first down marker. That's Novato. Novato coming in with 30 catches for a team-high 523 yards. We have an ISO shot here, Mario, on Novato.
He saw that quick move, Mark. No wonder it worked pretty good. And a quick timeout on the field. Injury timeout.
Yeah, officials timeout. By the way, it was an 11-yard strike, and it was good enough for a first down at the row 26-yard line. 9:32 to go here in the first quarter. We're going to take a break. No score as yet, but Vela on the move. This is Football Night in McAllen. Night in McAllen, 9.5 to play in the first quarter, no score. Mark May with Mario Reyna. Snap to Salinas, going to hand this off. Crosses the 20, a little spin move to about the 17. Good little run there for their top running back, Jamal Polly. Came in with 904 yards, so rushing, so he could conceivably get his 1,000 here tonight. Only a junior.
Yeah, he's had some big games in a lot of yards in the big games.
Picked up 9 yards there. So on 2nd and 1, it's going to be Garcia on the keeper. And Garcia pulled down to about the 11-yard line. A 6-yard pickup will be good enough for a first down.
Pinella in on the tackle.
So 1st and 10 at the 11. They can get a first down without scoring. Garcia's going to run this. Cuts inside at the 5, down to the 2-yard line. And it'll be 2nd down and 1.
What a good run by Bobby Garcia. Took his time and waited for a hole to open, and that's where he decided to go.
And here they're going to run this straight ahead, and it's in for a touchdown. Touchdown for the SaberCats. And that was a handoff to Dimas De Leon. His first carry of the evening is good enough for a 2-yard touchdown.
And that's what Coach Campbell loves to do for the Vela SaberCats. He likes to jump on you right away and intimidate you and let you know that we're here.
So here's the extra point try by Valdez. And it's up, and it is good. And so with 8:23 to play in the first quarter, it's the Vela SaberCats 7, Warriors nothing. The handoff to De Leon right there. Fighting his way in there for his 11th touchdown of the season. We'll be back with more Football Night in McAllen right after this.
Bogus Ford is proud to sponsor tonight's game and honor student athletes pursuing excellence on and off the field. Enjoy the drive.
And welcome back. To receive the Sapphires in fine form. Happy with that early touchdown. And Vela on top 7-0. Vela certainly no strangers to having leads this year. Coming in, having won 8 of their 9 games. And as we said, averaging 55 points a game. That was their 39th rushing touchdown this season, Mario.
That is a lot of touchdowns.
And Valdez has hit now 61 consecutive extra points at every one this season. Here's Nelson Ramirez for Rowe. Caught it at the 10, rushes up to the 20. And Rowe will start from there. Well, that scoring drive for Vela. Remember, there was a short punt, so Vela took over at the row 37-yard line. 6 plays, 37 yards. And a 2-yard run by De Leon was good enough for the touchdown.
And getting back to the kicker, Eduardo Valdez for the SaberCats, I expect him to be on the all-state team. Well, here's where Rowe needs those first downs we were talking about, Mark. The last possession really didn't work out. They had a negative play. They need first downs.
Yeah, they start off backwards on the previous possession. Here's Salinas going to throw on first down, and this is incomplete. It looks like it was intended for the sophomore, Mateo Castillo. And on the coverage was 25, Derek Rodriguez, sophomore defensive back. And Luis Castillo right there came into tonight with 9 catches for 102 yards.
I don't know if that, I didn't see the replay, but it appeared as you take a look at Coach Campbell, but it did appear like the ball came out of Lance Salinas' hand.
Okay, so 2nd and 10, trying to get outside is Zavala. He's going to be brought down for a loss, and that play made by the same player as the previous play. It's Rodriguez again.
Yeah, Rodriguez is a solid linebacker. He waited for Zavala, and there's nothing Zavala could really do with that, and it's a 3rd and 11. That defense is playing pretty tough so far.
3rd and 11, and Salinas in the gun. Look over at the sideline to see the play signaled in. They still have 17 on the play clock. Last regular season game here tonight. Playoffs next week. Salinas trying to set up the screen. Gets Zavala. Breaks a tackle. 25 has the first down across the 35 near the 40-yard line. All of that because Zavala was able to break a tackle and pick up the first down.
That's a huge, huge first down for the Warriors. They didn't want to punt it away after 2 possessions, and Zavala broke the tackle right there and was able to gain 15 yards after contact.
Alec Reyes on the tackle. 1st and 10 Warriors after 17 yards. This is a fumble. Ball's loose. Vela might have it. They do. Vela recovers the fumble. It's our first turnover of the night. The SaberCats will take over in road territory once again.
That's a big fumble because you cannot afford to have turnovers against a team the caliber of the SaberCats. That would have been another good gain for the Warriors. That would have helped them get their 2nd first down as you take a look at Coach Campbell.
Yeah, and he's in his 6th year as head coach of the SaberCats. They went 12-1 last year, all the way to the 3rd round of the state playoffs. By the way, it was Alec Reyes who recovered that fumble, setting up the SaberCats on their 2nd possession. Little dump off to Pauly, trying to break a tackle. And some stingy defense there by the Warriors, led by the safety, Rene Pinea.
And back to throw was Bobby Garcia. Could not find anybody, and when you have a running back of the caliber of Jamel Pauly, you try to put him in a position to see if he could get you a first down. Good job by Pinella on that tackle.
There's a handoff here, big hole here for Pauly, and he's off to the races at the 20, and he's going to score. Pauly makes no doubt about it, a 46-yard scamper to the end zone for his 15th touchdown of the year.
The blocking on the left side of the SaberCat offensive line was just incredible, Mark. Pauly really didn't have to do anything except use his speed. Give Pauly another 50 yards, Mark, and he needs about another 50 to get to the 1,000-yard mark in yards rush.
Here's the extra point try by Valdez. Up, and it is good. He's 2 for 2 tonight, and the score is now 14-0 in favor of the SaberCats with 6:32 to play in the first quarter. We're going to go to the Smile Cam here on MITV Sports. Here's another look at the touchdown. Great hole, great blocking by that offensive line. I don't think Pauly was even touched.
No.
And Valdez with the kickoff is going to be deep again. He'll go out for a touchback. And the Warriors will start their 3rd possession from the 25-yard line. Had 2 possessions started at the 25 and 1 at the 20. Whereas Vela's 2 possessions have started in road territory.
And the reason I think Valdez, the kicker, should be an all-stater, he's quite a weapon mark on special teams. He doesn't even give anybody an opportunity for kickoffs because he hits it into the end zone.
Yeah, and his season long on field goals is 46, which is outstanding for a high school kicker. 1st and 10 here for the Warriors. Handoff, fake handoff to Zavala. It's Salinas wanting to keep. Sabercats not fooled. And Salinas will be brought down for a loss of 2. A couple players in there on that tackle include Alexander Soteo and also Derek Rodriguez.
And Mark, that's a sign of a good defense. It's not a lot of individual solo tackles. Almost every tackle, there's been 3 to 4 Sabercat defenders in on the tackles.
So Vela on top, 2nd and 12. Play action, over the middle, caught. 1st down and more, taking off. This is a foot race. That's Nelson Ramirez. The speedster for the Warriors. Only 1 man to beat. Touchdown Warriors. "77 yards to the house. Nelson Ramirez with his 11th touchdown of the year."
Boy, the Warriors needed a play, Mark. They got it because they were getting ready to just be blown out of this game here early in the 1st quarter, but that's exactly what they needed. Great pass by Salinas, put it right on the money, and then Nelson Ramirez did everything else that he needed to do.
There's the extra point try. Good hold. Extra point is up, and it is good by Adán de la Cruz. There's another look at it there. This was great play action execution by Lance Salinas that helped set this up. And Ramirez catching that ball in stride and able to take it to the house. Our score, 14-7. It is game on here at DQ Fan Field. We'll be back. And welcome back. Mark May with Mario Reyna, our award-winning MITV broadcast crew. 14-7 our score. Had 3 touchdowns here in the 1st quarters, and we're barely halfway through the quarter. Rowe fans certainly into it. Of course, Salinas, by the way, that was his 10th touchdown pass of the season. And we mentioned Ramirez, his 11th touchdown catch of the year. And the kickoff will be Mauricio Andre. This is kind of a squib kick. Takes a high bounce, picked up at the 28-yard line. Across the 40, has room here, and all the way to the 50-yard line. Flag comes in late. Might be a face mask. That was Carlos Temez on the return, by the way.
Let's see what the flag is all about. Looks like a face mask. We have the privilege of this fantastic replays. Here it comes, right there.
Yes. So that'll be tacked onto the end of the run, which is already all the way to midfield. And
personal foul. Face mask. 23. Defense. 15 yards into the run. First down.
And here's what I was talking about, the special team. When you have a kicker that can boot it into the end zone and you take over at the 25-yard line. And now, look where the Sabercats are taking over on their own 33-yard line?
That's right, 33. 1st and 10, 3rd straight possession to start in Warrior territory as the quarterback Garcia is going to throw. It's going to be incomplete, intended for Justin Navarro. Flag is on the field. Coverage on the play provided by Juan Salas. Navarro quite a scoring threat for the SaberCats. Ties for the team lead with 14 touchdowns.
Ineligible lineman downfield on a pass. 5 yards. Second down. First down.
First down, and I guess we had a lineman that wanted to go out there and grab a pass. You know, they can't do that.
So first and 10 becomes first and 15. They move back to the 38-yard line. Garcia's going to throw this one out quick. Little flanker screen for Temez. Temez dances his way across the 30 to about the 27-yard line.
Nothing fancy on this play. Take what you give you, but it's all about the number 9. Give him credit for blocking downfield, and that's Jackson Shoup.
And here's handoff. This is De Leon. Scored the one touchdown earlier. Battles his way up to about the 20-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down. 5 first downs now here in the first quarter for the SaberCats. We see another look at it there. De Leon showing some good running instincts there as he's able to dash and dart his way to a 7-yard gain. We've got an official's timeout right now with 5:22 to play in the first quarter. 14-7 our score. SaberCats in front. You can see the Edinburg crowd there on the far side of your screen. Edinburg now with 4 high schools. Just a little over 30 years ago, they still had just the one high school, the Bobcats. Then Edinburg North came in, followed by Economides. Economides, by the way, longtime fire chief in Edinburg, but was a McAllen High School graduate back in the early 1950s. So both communities tied to that one. And then, of course, Edinburg Vela, named after former head coach Robert Vela, their 4th high school. And in recent years, they're most successful in terms of football. So first and 10 at the 20-yard line. SaberCats knocking on the door. Garcia throws. This is caught by Novato. It'll be first and goal.
Wow, what a pass. You can tell that this kid, Bobby Garcia, has a strong arm. Actually, Mason Alvarado did a good job on defense, and wow.
Run straight ahead up to about the 6. That's De Leon on the carry. He picks up 2. It'll be second and goal.
Jamel Pauley is back in the game, so look out.
Actually, they're going to give him just 1 yard to the 7, so it'll be second and goal from the 7. 2 men in the backfield for Garcia. Is going to keep it. Or excuse me, it's a Wildcat. That's Novato with the ball. And Novato fighting his way at about the 2 before his forward progress is stopped. But they went with the Wildcat there and did a direct snap to Novato. Picked up 5 yards.
That's what Coach Campbell does, and that's what any coach does, is give your skilled players that opportunity. And here they go again, fumble.
Oh, ball is loose. Novato picks it up, trying to run with it. Now wants to throw in the end zone. Wide open, caught. Temez, touchdown. Wow.
You gotta be kidding, but there is a flag, Mark.
Oh, I was going to say, even when things go wrong, they still go right for these SaberCats. But we'll see what the flag is about.
Probably an ineligible player going down. I don't know. There you go.
Ineligible lineman. Downfield. On a forward pass. 5 yards. Third down.
Because the play broke. Navarro didn't panic. I think he just invented something. It's kind of like a 7-on-7 football. It looked like that. I mean, he knew he wasn't going to get anything as you look at the...
There's the replay.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it being a broken play, you're right, Mario. You see some offensive linemen move past that line of scrimmage, which they're not allowed to do on a passing play. So it'll be third and goal from the 7. Novato in motion. Garcia with time, flares it out, incomplete, intended for Pauley. It'll bring up fourth down.
Because of the field goal kicker you have, I would assume that Coach Campbell, yeah, he is sending his kicker in. he'll take those 3 points, especially when you have a field goal kicker like he does.
Yet Valdez, their kicker, is 9 of 10 on field goals this season, and this will be from 24 yards, right down the middle. Good snap and hold. Kick is up and away, and it's good. 24-yard field goal puts the SaberCats up 17-0 with 3:53 to play here in quarter number 1. 17-7, I should say, here in quarter number 1. Another look at it here, the field goal, 24-yard field goal, and Valdez now 10 for 11 on the season. We'll be right back.
Whether it's high-level athletic performance or enjoying sports and exercise, injuries happen. Get back to your best with quality, close-to-home orthopedic and sports medicine care. South Texas Health System Clinic's Ortho South Texas has the team of experienced physicians for diagnosis and treatment protocols. Let's get it back. South Texas Health System Clinics.
Here to DQ Fan Field at McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium. Another McAllen ISD football night. See one of our officers there in the foreground. You know, all of our schools have at least one officer present the entire school day, every day. You know, they always put safety first.
Well, let's see, Valdez will give the Warriors at least one opportunity for a kickoff.
This will go out of the end zone again. The third touchback tonight already by Valdez. Some teams don't get one all season. SaberCats have 3 in the first quarter. So this will come out to the 25.
That's a big plus for you on special teams, because the Warriors will start at their own 25, and the SaberCats have started on their own side of the field several times.
By the way, that 77-yard scoring pass by Ramirez on the last Rowe possession, longest play from scrimmage of the season for Nikki Rowe. Here's going to be a handoff. Zavala on first down. Crosses the line of scrimmage, gets about 2 yards before he's wrestled down by Christian Rios and several other of his teammates. It'll be second down.
And what that pass could do for you, Mark, it could kind of like slow down the rush and get those defenders. They just put them back on the defense, and they're not going to be as aggressive.
So second down and 8 here. SaberCats rush 4. Salinas to throw. Flushed out. Now wants to run and slides down at the 30-yard line. Closest defender there was Robert Cantu, the junior linebacker. Gain of 3 to bring up third down.
He didn't gain a lot of yards on that, but at least it's a positive play, and that's what the Warriors have to do, avoid the negative plays.
So third down and 5 now. Warriors 1 for 2 on third down. They're going to get the signal in from the sideline. Still have 15 on the play clock. Zavala goes in motion. Turns upfield. Salinas thought about throwing, decides to run. Only able to get up to the line of scrimmage before he's brought down by a couple of defenders in Sotelo and also Robert Cantu.
That shows you the quickness of the linebackers. For Lance Salinas, he took off, maybe thinking, hey, I have a shot at this, and then from nowhere the linebackers come in and would not allow him to get that first down.
A lot of speed on this SaberCat defense. So we see back to receive at his own 40 is Navarro. Zavala, the punter, this one goes off the side of his foot, it appears, and will go out near the 35-yard line. And once again, the SaberCats will start a possession well inside Warrior territory.
Special teams, Mark, have been totally dominated tonight by the SaberCats, and that's something that Coach Flores will have to address as he goes on to the playoffs. They cannot afford to be giving up short field, especially to any playoff team. Puts a lot of pressure, Mark, on the defense.
Yeah, basically SaberCats have played with just half the field to go in order to score points, while the Warriors have faced usually 3/4 to 4/5 of the entire field in front of them. Officials are having a conference right now. There's no flag out there, so not sure what this might be about. And it looks like we're ready to start play. It'll be a 1st and 10 at the row 36. Center for the SaberCats, sophomore Christopher Pettis. Snap it to Garcia. Garcia stands 6 feet tall, 165-pound senior. He's going to hand this off. This looks like Pauly. Pauly had a big 46-yard run for a TD earlier in the quarter. This one to the 30. And now I think a little bit of extracurricular activity. There's a late flag that comes in. We'll see what this is about.
Usually some kind of unsportsmanlike activity, as the officials are talking about it. Well, Mark, the entire quarter, the SaberCats have played on the row side of the field.
This usually indicates some kind of misconduct on the defense. But the official is still talking that over. And now they're going to go talk to the SaberCat head coach Campbell.
It's going against the SaberCats.
Yeah, that usually means that he's giving them the option. Well, this looks like it's going against the SaberCats. So, yeah, it must be an explanation, like you said, Mario.
And that's good officiating, Mark. Go let them know. Coaches, all they want to know what's happening. That way, and he smiled, Coach Campbell, that way they can address it with his players. Coach Flores will take that.
We have a dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 76 on the offense. 15 yards, 2nd down.
So they moved it back 15 yards from the end of the run. So remember, Pauly picked up 6, so it's a net loss of 9 yards. So they'll march back to the 45-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 19 from there. We might have a timeout on the field now.
I think Coach Campbell wants an explanation to something, because side judge came over after he was talking to Coach Campbell. And I think he wants another explanation. On the line.
Yeah, no indication of any team taking a timeout.
There you go.
Was that a penalty enforced from the end of the run or the line of scrimmage? It was enforced from the end of the run, 15 yards, 2nd down.
And there you go. Now you know what Coach Campbell wanted to.
Oh, yes.
To know.
So it'll be 2nd and 19 from the 45-yard line now. And that was the correct call, because the infraction happened after the play. Here's Garcia to throw. Man is open. It's caught. It's Demez. Across the 35, upended at the 32-yard line. And a gain of 13. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Carlos Demez on that catch. And take a look at the tackle by Nelson Ramirez. Right there.
Yep.
Nice.
Perfect technique there by Ramirez. There's an offense and defensive threat, as well as a kicking game threat. One of those players, you can just pretty much plug him in anywhere and he will be successful for you. But do we have a flag down now? There's a flag down near where the tackle was made.
These are the kind of flags you don't expect, Mark, this late in the season.
during the run. Illegal block in the back, number 7 on the offense. 10 yards, second down.
So SaberCats will lose 10 yards, but they'll get the down back. So it goes back to second down. And it'll be 2nd and 16 now.
Should be another passing down.
5th penalty here in the first quarter on the SaberCats. Quick pass, this is Novato, picks up a block and is off to the races at the 30 and hit by Ramirez. Hard hit there at the 20, and both players kind of show some mutual respect there.
Yes,
they kind of
sir.
hugged each other a little bit after both took a shot on the noggin.
And both of those kids play on offense and defense. That's how good both of them are.
21 yards on the pickup. By the way, a first down. Garcia play action. Going to throw this. This is caught to Mez. Pushed down about the 13-yard line. It looked like Salas on that tackle.
See, Mark, because you have a quarterback with a good arm in Bobby Garcia, when you get penalties, you don't panic. Making
That's
it
a
look
good point.
easy. Making it look easy.
Snap to Garcia. We'll give it to Pauly. Getting outside, picks up a block from Temez, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and is pulled out of bounds around the 2-yard line. And I believe that'll be a 1st and goal.
And you know, Mark, the running back like Jamel Pauly, many times they like to go out of bounds. Like, okay, I'm not going to get nothing, but he stopped and came back to see if he could get some more yardage.
And there's a handoff on 1st and goal, and that's Pauly. Bowls his way into the end zone for his 2nd score of the night and his 16th touchdown of this season. Vela goes up 23-7 here in the last minute of the first quarter. It's a 6-play, 36-yard drive. Here's the snap, and Valdez, his extra point is good. He's now 3 for 3 in the game, including a field goal of 24 yards, and his team is up 24-7 here in quarter number 1. Let's take another look at that touchdown. Handoff to Pauly was hit at the line of scrimmage, but was still able to get into the end zone on 2nd effort. We'll be back with more Football Night in McAllen.
Why choose Lone Star National Bank for your business? Because no other bank does more to support local businesses. In fact, we are the #1 lender in the Valley to small businesses. We put money to work here in our community.
That helps our local businesses grow, creating more jobs
and more opportunities for all of us.
Working together. Together.
We do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't. Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
And welcome back, 24-7, SaberCats in front. SaberCats have scored on every possession tonight, and all 4 of those possessions starting in Warrior territory. Another kickoff. This will go out of the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
I think that's the 4th time he does it. I don't know, Mark. It's just incredible. What a weapon.
38 seconds left in the first quarter.
You said first quarter?
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's still the first quarter with all the scoring we've seen, but this could be a pretty high-scoring game. We did talk about how both teams came in with high-octane offenses. Salinas in the gun. Zavala next to him. Nelson Ramirez is in motion, turned upfield. Salinas now trying to get out of trouble and able to get all the way up to the 29-yard line, a gain of 4.
Timeout. Edinburg Vela.
So Vela takes a timeout, their first of the half. And we're in the last minute of play of the first quarter. We'll be right back.
There are flavors that transport us to Mexico, like tacos al pastor from traditional taquerias, tacos de pollo, or tacos de bistec, seasoned to perfection. The H-E-B Mi Tienda diced meats and fajitas are inspired by the flavors you love, perfectly seasoned with sabor and corazón, and ready to prepare at home. From our kitchen to yours, enjoy the authentic taste of our H-E-B Mi Tienda diced meats and fajitas. One more reason here, everything's better.
And welcome back. 27 seconds left in the first quarter. Second down and 6 here for the Warriors. This is Zavala. It's close to a first down, about the 35-yard line. Looks like it'll be enough to move the chains.
Yes, you're right, Mark. And the reason they're moving the chain is because of the determination of Zavala. Running hard. He's down 17 points, but you wouldn't know it.
So first down for the Warriors at their own 35. Probably be the last play of the first quarter. They pause to see the play signaled in. I don't think they'll get this snapped in time. And that's the end of quarter number 1. The score, Vela SaberCats 24 and the Rowe Warriors 7. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this. Thank you to our business community. We appreciate sponsors like Dairy Queen, Bogus Ford, Lone Star National Bank, Performance Therapeutics, South Texas Health Systems, and so many other businesses that have made this beautiful scoreboard possible. Because of their support, absolutely no district funds were used, not one penny. This scoreboard allows us to showcase our students throughout the entire school year, and we sincerely appreciate the privilege. Thank you. And welcome back. There we see the Warrior fans, the student body, join the game tonight. Perfect weather for football. 1st and 10 here for the Warriors. Salinas with a big hole across the 40. Will slide down at the 43. Be about 2 yards shy, but a good run there.
I like seeing this on Salinas. He's got a lot of quickness. Once he determines he's running, he'll take off, try to make a possible negative play into a positive, and then he loves to do the slide.
Well, second down and 2 now for Nikki Rowe. Give this to Zavala. Able to cut up field. First down and more into the secondary. And across midfield into Vela territory at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 10. So the Warriors, the hurry-up offense here. Down 17 points here in the early second quarter. Still got plenty of time in the game, but you can't afford to fall any further down the hole. Salinas with the snap, looking to throw, and it's going to be incomplete, intended for Castillo. And it'll bring up second down. So next week, both these teams will be matched up with teams from District 16 5A. We mentioned that the Harlingen South Hawks, Weslaco East Wildcats are involved. Donna Redskins are on the edge. Brownsville Veterans Memorial in there. They had a big win over Harlingen South last week, in fact, to jump right back into that. We see Zavala there on the carry. To be 44, the gain of 3.
Zavala running hard as he always does.
Third down and 7 here for the Warriors. 3 receivers to the right side. I'll take a moment to see the play signaled in. 20 seconds on the play clock. So he just faked the handoff. Keeps it, has room. Looks like he's brought down by Alec Reyes. And all the way up to the 37 and a gain of 7.
That option play, Salinas did a good job of staying with the ball. But that, the decoy was Chris Zavala. He's doing a good job running, so now the defenders are going to try to stop him.
1st and 10 for the Warriors. Now the Warriors could conceivably end in a 3-way tie. We'll talk about that in a moment. Salinas over the middle And this is incomplete, but a flag is down. 2 flags, actually. Pass was intended for Angel Mejia. This might be interference.
And it did look like there was contact before the receiver had an opportunity. Right there. There you go.
Interference. Number 11. Defense.
You gotta wait.
15-yard first down.
You gotta wait and give the receiver an opportunity to catch the ball.
Spot foul.
I was just going to say that I thought that was a spot foul, and it is a spot foul.
Yeah, so let's see where they spot this. I think at the 27. So it'll be a gain of 10 after the penalty. 50 yards in penalties tonight on the SaberCats. Second down, or 1st and 10 rather. And a timeout now being called by Edinburg Vela.
Edinburg Vela.
24-7 our score. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in a moment. You're watching Football Night in McAllen.
Ford is proud to sponsor tonight's game and honor student athletes pursuing excellence on and off the field. Enjoy the drive.
And welcome back. You see each team in their own huddle. Now, if you've looked at the standings, you know there's a chance that Rowe, if they lose tonight, fall to 4-3 in the district. You could have Palmview win tonight and finish at 4-3, and Mackay tomorrow night could end up winning and be 4-3. And if you have that 3-way tie, then Mackay would be your 3rd seed. Then you'd have a 2-way tie for the 4th seed between Rowe and Palmview, and that nod would go to Rowe based on the head-to-head victory over Palmview. And if Mackay loses tomorrow and you end up in a 2-way tie with Rowe and Palmview, Rowe would be seated ahead of them with both going to the playoffs. Here's a pass to the end zone intended for Ramirez. It's incomplete. Salinas went for it all. And this will bring up 2nd down and 10.
On that post play, you need your offense to block. And the offensive line for the Warriors did a good job. They provided enough blocking to give Salinas an opportunity for the pass, but it was overthrown.
And if you're wondering who does Palmview play, they'll be playing at home against the Juarez Lincoln Huskies. More than likely they would win that game. And we mentioned Mackay playing Memorial. We'll have that game for you right here on the McAllen ISD's YouTube channel. That'll be a 7:30 kickoff. 2nd down and 10 for the Warriors. Zavala. No, it's a keeper by the quarterback. And SaberCats had it bottled up both ways, as Salinas only able to fight his way to about the 29-yard line. Actually lost yardage.
Mark, there's a lot still to be decided, and that will happen tomorrow on Friday.
Third down now for the Warriors. And off up the middle, big hole for Zavala. Is hit at the 25. Falls forward to about the 23-yard line. It's going to be well short of the first down. 6-yard pickup. We'll see what the Warriors decide to do.
And that's a good 6 yards because, you know, you go to a 4th and about 7, you got an opportunity.
Guevara on the tackle once again. Came in with 42 tackles tonight. The team leader. And here on 4th down and 6, Warriors look like they're going for it here. 8.5 to play in the first half. We've got 11 on the play clock. And they might be using a timeout here, and it looks like they will. 8:25 to play in the second quarter. And a timeout called by Nikki Rowe. We'll take it with them. Vela, 24 Warriors 7. We'll be right back. And welcome back. You see the Warrior fans there tonight. By the way, earlier tonight at the game, they announced that Nikki Rowe had 4 students commended in the National Merit Scholarship Program, which is extremely prestigious. Less than 1% of students, high school students across the nation, get honored through that National Merit Scholarship Program. Nikki Rowe with 4 committed students, so congratulations to them. 4th and 6 here for the Warriors after the timeout. Salinas in the gun, forced to run, and he's going to be wrapped up and brought down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a turnover on downs. Great defending there by the SaberCats, especially Soteo and Rios.
Yeah, one of the defenders broke the play down when he put pressure on Lance Salinas, and Lance Salinas had nothing. He couldn't do anything but try to run right there when they put pressure on him, and then the linebackers were waiting for him.
So 8:20 to go here in the second quarter. Vela takes over on downs at their own 23-yard line. Warriors with a 4-man defensive front, 4-3 defense. Linebackers tonight are their leading tackler with Kenneth, Joe Garza in the middle. Alejandro Navajada is on the outside. Navajada and Requenes, the only 2 players on Nikki Rowe with more than 60 tackles this year. Still 18 on the play clock. Tamez moves from the flanker back to the wingback spot. Now they're going to hand this off. De Leon trying to turn the corner. Does. Has the first down and more. Turns on the afterburners and is up near midfield. And just like that, SaberCats are in business.
This is no surprise to us, as we remember Dimas De Leon came in with 560 yards in this game. And he had a big game here last time the SaberCats played on this field.
SaberCats now up to 130 yards rushing. Garcia to pass, has plenty of time, is going to go long, man is open, it's caught at the 18, a race to the end zone, touchdown. Justin Novato goes in for a 55-yard touchdown, scoring his 15th touchdown of the year.
What an arm, Mark. What an arm by Bobby Garcia. And it all goes back to the offensive line for the SaberCats. You got to let that play develop. You know, you got to block, and they did that. They gave Bobby Garcia plenty of time, and then Bobby Garcia did the rest. And I don't know, we'll see it in the replay, but it also looked like Justin Navarro adjusted to the throw.
Well, the holder is Carlos Demez. Valdez, the kicker. A little bit of trouble on the snap, but the kick was clean, smooth, and good. And Valdez is now 4 for 4 on his extra point tries. We'll take another look at this touchdown. Great throw here by Garcia to Novato. 55-yard touchdown catch for Justin Novato and company. SaberCats 31, Warriors 7. We'll be back.
Whether it's high-level athletic performance or enjoying sports and exercise, injuries happen. Get back to your best with quality, close-to-home orthopedic and sports medicine care. South Texas Health System Clinics Ortho South Texas has the team of experienced physicians for diagnosis and treatment protocols. Let's get it back. South Texas Health System Clinics.
Here's the kickoff, fielded at the row 19. Big hole here, across the 30, the 40. Now taking off down the sideline. Nelson Ramirez almost takes the distance before he was bumped out of bounds by Eduardo Valdez, the kicker. Ramirez, who scored Rowe's only touchdown so far tonight, almost had his second one here.
See, Mark, this time they didn't kick it into the end zone, and this is what happens.
You see number 32 there, that was the kicker coming over and basically saving a touchdown.
Here's a volleyball score, Mark, to one of the sister schools for the Warriors. Congratulations to the Lady Mustangs from Memorial. They won in 5 games, Mark, their area playoff game against Gregory Portland. So congratulations to the Lady Mustangs as they go on to the next round.
At the 35-yard line, 1st and 10. Warriors have some problems as Isaiah Mata, with his first carry, is brought down for a loss of 1.
And that's all about rhythm. That's the first time Isaiah Mata is into the game. And we finally get a chance to call number 99, Jake Duffner, in on the tackle.
So 2nd and 11 now for the Warriors. Take their time once more. Salinas gets rid of it, caught over the middle, big hole here. This is the sophomore Castillo, all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal for the Warriors.
Wow, I didn't think Lance Salinas was going to have a chance to pass, Mark. But he had that quarterback clock, and just in time, he threw the ball before he got hit, and he put it right on the money for Mateo Castillo, the sophomore.
29 yards on that pickup. Yeah, Salinas showing a lot of poise there to stay in that pocket, knowing he was going to get hit. And here's a Wildcat, direct snap to Zavala. Trying to bounce it outside, has some room there if he can turn that corner, and the ball stripped loose. Ball is loose and the SaberCats have it. It's recovered by Robert Cantu, the linebacker. 2nd turnover of the night, produced by the SaberCats.
You know, on that play, Zavala was going to be brought down, but he put on a nice little move and was able to, right there, he put on the move. And because of the speed of the SaberCats, they came in and tackled him and stripped the ball by number 25. He's the one that caused the fumble and recovered by number 30. Give credit and assist to Derek Rodriguez.
Yeah, and then Cantu recovered it.
Robert Cantu with a recovery.
And 6:33 to go. Here's a handoff, Pauly.
And because Coach Campbell alternates his running backs, you know Pauly is not tired. He knows how to conserve their energy, and they're always ready to give you 100%.
13-yard pickup there by Pauly. It's probably over 1,000 by now. Came in needing 96 yards. It's got to be close to that. Garcia, pass, Tamez. Breaks a tackle. And it's close to another 1st down. I think it's going to be just short at about the 29-yard line.
You got to like this offense, Mark. It's very balanced. They can hit you in the air, and they can, of course, we already saw their running attack. And we know that Bobby Garcia can also run the ball.
Garcia, play action. Going to throw deep left. Novato. And it's caught. Novato with his 2nd big catch of the night. All the way to the Rowe 32-yard line.
I don't know how many high school kids can do this, Mark. But these two kids, I know they probably play a lot on 7-on-7 football. But they know each other very well. And Navarro has great hands.
39 yards on that catch. There's another pass to the right side. This is to Mez to the 20. And brought down at about the 19-yard line by Nathan Cantu.
And those calls probably are called by the coaches that are upstairs up here with us, next to us. They know that the defense is a little soft. They're having a lot of respect for Edinburg Vela. So they'll take those yards.
Another 1st down, handoff. This is De Leon. Up to about the 18-yard line, a gain of just 1 there.
And when your offense is not one-dimensional, Mark, and you can run and you can pass, I mean, what do you do as a defender? They put you on your toes. You're not as quick as you should be because you don't know if they're going to run the ball or throw the ball.
You're constantly having to hesitate, and you can end up doubting yourself. Garcia wants to run across the 10-yard line, fighting down to the 7-yard line. He'll have a first down to be first and goal.
All I can say is good luck to the next opponent for Vela, whether it's Westaco East or whoever they play. It's going to be quite a chore for them to try to beat the SaberCats.
So first and goal at Nikki Rowe's 7-yard line. Under 4:45 to go in the first half. It's a Wildcat, direct snap to Novato, turns the corner and goes in for the touchdown. Second TD of the night for Justin Novato. 4:34 to go before halftime. And the SaberCats expand their lead to 37-7. 7-yard run there by Novato. There's the extra point try. Temez with the hole. Kick by Valdez is good. He's 5 for 5 now on his extra point tries. And it's 38-7, 4:34 to go before halftime. Another look at the touchdown there by Novato, his second of the night, his 16th touchdown of the season. He and Polly are tied. Both came in with 14. Both have added 2 to their total. And here's a fair catch by Nikki Rowe at the 25-yard line. That was made by Samuel Fimat. That scoring drive for the SaberCats went 93 yards, Mario, in 7 plays. Of course, the big one, a 39-yard catch by Novato, who later scored on the 7-yard run.
We can see why the SaberCats are expected to make a deep run in the playoffs. Them and Far North have been predicted to get to at least the 3rd round, and we shall see.
Yeah, both teams went 3 rounds deep last year, as we see Zavala. Zavala crosses the 30 up to the 31, a gain of 6 on the play. It'd be second down.
Right.
Clock not quite a factor yet, but it's getting there. Under 4.5 to play before halftime. Warriors do have 2 timeouts to work with. Second down and 4. Hand off Zavala. Zavala hit in the backfield and then knocked down right at the line of scrimmage. And bring up 3rd down and 4.
Everything looking good for the SaberCats. Their offense is really clicking. Their defense is making it very difficult. And let's not forget, Mark, the special teams have really dominated tonight.
And here's Salinas, wants to run, is hit at the line of scrimmage. Trying to move forward, gets up to about the 33-yard line, a gain of 2. It'll bring up 4th down. The 4th and a long 2. And it looks like they're signaling in a play. It looks like the Warriors might go for this here. 4th and 2. 0 for 1 on 4th down tonight. They might be just trying to draw Vela off with a Only 2 yards to go. And there's the snap. They do go for it, and Salinas wants to run, hit by the line of scrimmage, and gets the first down on second effort as he crosses the 35 to the 37 to pick up 4 yards on 4th and 2.
Big second effort by Salinas. He got hit. If it wasn't for his spin move and his determination, the Warriors would not have gotten the first down. Right here, Markey spinned and got that extra 2 yards he needed for the first down.
So 1st and 10, 2.5 to play in the first half. Those still having 2 timeouts in their pocket. Ramirez goes in motion, and he'll take the handoff here. Couldn't quite sweep the corner there and picks up a yard. They'll bring up second down.
The tackle was, I believe, was Alexander Sotelo.
So Sotelo wrapping him up there. Brought him down. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Warriors with 20 seconds on the play clock. Again, be methodical about it. Pass caught. Andy Espinosa crossed the 40 and knocked out of bounds about the 43. That'll stop the clock, but they only gained 5 yards.
That will make it like a 3rd and about 4.
See another look at it here. Espinosa with his first catch tonight came in with 21 receptions for 226 yards. Was averaging about 11 yards a catch. They're down in 4 now here for the Warriors. They give it to Zavala, fake it actually, and it's Salinas going up the middle. Across the 45 to the 46. I think he's going to be just short. And he'll bring up 4th down.
That's a good thing that Salinas did not give it the handoff to Zavala, because they would have had a big loss.
So 4th down and 1 for the Warriors. Look like they'll go for this. We're in the last minute of play of the second quarter. Vela well in front. And off Zavala. No, they fake it again. Salinas first down into Vela territory at the 47-yard line and a gain of 7.
And once again, it was good that Salinas did not give it to Zavala. If he would have not gotten the first down.
Warriors now 2 for 3 on 4th down. 2 of those on this drive. 32 seconds left in the half, though. Salinas with time. Still looking. Flag is down. He has to throw it away, and this could be a holding call.
Holding, number 50, offense. 10 yards, first down.
Just the second penalty on the Warriors. Move them back to their own 43-yard lines. We take another look here. 24 seconds left before halftime, and Vela up 38-7. No indication as to whose timeout this is. Nelson Ramirez has the Warrior touchdown here tonight on a 77-yard catch from quarterback Lance Salinas. Vela has their touchdowns, 2 from Pauly and 2 from Novato. Pauly with 2 runs, Novato a run and a catch. And then De Leon had a 2-yard run for 1 touchdown himself. So 1st and 20 now as we had a penalty, another penalty against the Warriors. Well, that was the holding call, I should say, and made it 1st and 20. They'll give this to Zavala. Zavala dances his way forward before he's knocked down at about the 49-yard line in Vela territory, and a gain of 8 on the play. Clock will continue to run. 2nd down and 12 here for the Warriors. Warriors are down to just 5 seconds left. Salinas goes toward the sideline. It's caught And there's going to be the half right there, and the receiver will be forced out of bounds. It was a catch by Angel Mejia that picked up about 12 yards, but you heard the horn. We are at halftime, 38-7, SaberCats in front. And before we go to break, we're going to have a kick here for a possible win at $100. So a 12-yard kick by one of our educators. And this is Miss Linda Pettis, the school nurse at Jackson Elementary School. And here she goes for $100 from Performance Therapeutics. And not quite, but good effort there by Nurse Pettis from Jackson Elementary, keeping all the kids well, keeping them safe. And we appreciate Performance Therapeutics for supporting all our educators here at McAllen ISD. So we're going to have the Sapphires dance team, followed by the Vela SaberCat band. Then we'll have the Tiaras dance team from Nikki Rowe, followed by the Warrior marching band. All that coming up, followed by some halftime highlights, halftime stats, and we'll see you on the other side.
Get ready to enjoy the greatest one-of-a-kind, the jewels of Edinburg. 2022-2023 Robert Vela High School Sapphires. Under the direction of Director Charlie Torres and Assistant Director Nea Muniz. And now, presenting your officers. Third Lieutenant
Leilani Wairobic.
Second Lieutenant
Sarah Rangel.
First Lieutenant
Shelby Garza.
Captain
Mia Lozano.
and your Major.
Kaylee De La Rosa.
The dancer of the week is
Olivia Sainz.
Sapphires. The field is yours.
Good evening to everyone, and welcome to another halftime performance featuring the Edinburg Vela High School Sabercat Band. Drum majors for the Sabercat Band are Adriana Rios, Sofia Ornelas, and Emilia Jaime. Color guard officers are Captain Emma Bettis, Co-Captain This evening, the Sabercat Band would like to honor and celebrate the home of the brave. Now sit back as the band performs an Armed Force medley entitled Veterans Day Salute.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's halftime show, featuring the Mighty Warriors Band, Color Guards, and the award-winning Tiaras.
We now feature the TRA in the Jazz Pond routine, the Crazy Train.
The TRA will now dance participants. Join them in the prom routine to push it. Thank our wonderful school board and superintendent for their outstanding support of our programs also. Thank you, Warrior Nation, for all of your outstanding support. The band is under the direction of Roberto R. Garza, assisted by Cristina Gauna, Danny Elizondo, Joey Acosta, and Rene Reyes. Color guard tech is Elia Hernandez. Thank you and good night.
We're ready for the second half, just moments away. 38-7 our score. The Little Warriors about to run out onto the field, and there they go. It's a tradition at every Warrior, Bulldog, and Mustang home game. Little Warriors, Little Mustangs, Little Bulldogs run across the field to just before second half. These are kids. You can see their T-shirts, Future Warriors. These kids having a big time here at the football game. Kids are always excited when they get to stay up past their bedtime. It's Thursday night. There's still school tomorrow, but tonight's a special occasion. Here come the Warriors. Take a look at the stats here, and you can see our score is in favor of Vela. So are the stats. First downs almost 2-1 in favor of Vela. Rush yards are almost 100 yards in favor of Vela right there. Pass yards about 60-yard difference, and then total yards about 130-yard difference there for Edinburg Vela. Penalties hurt the SaberCats a little bit in the first half, but turnovers were the bane for the Warriors. And they are down here 38-7. It'll be the SaberCats to receive starting the third quarter.
We don't have a stat for the special teams, but total domination by Vela. On Facebook, Mark, what do we got? Hello from Corpus Christi by Taco Luna. Let's go Warriors. Judy De Leon. Eva Rodriguez is watching. Lidia Cano. Let's go Warriors. Now this is weird, Mark. Can you read Chinese? There's one for hello from Orlando, Florida. Let's go Warriors. Love you. Number 99. So I'm sure
that
somebody.
Would be Mikhail Mata.
Okay, so that must be the mom over there, Mercedes, that's stationed in the Armed Forces up there in Orlando. So hello to her all the way from Orlando, Florida. And I bumped into her son at halftime. He's not playing because he's got something going on, but he hopes to come back next week and play. So good luck to him and see if he gets to play next week.
Mauricio Andre getting ready to kick off here for the Warriors to start the second half. And this will be kind of a pooch shot that's fielded on the run at the 25, all the way up to the 39-yard line. Good return there by Jamal Pauly. Pauly with 2 touchdown runs, including a 46-yard jaunt in the first half, to give him 16 scores this season.
So the Warriors here at halftime, they just have to forget about the first half, and now you're playing a quarter at a time. Get yourself into some positive. There were some positive things that happened for the Mark on offense. They had a couple of good running plays, and that pass to Nelson Ramirez was pretty good. So they got to get themselves ready, thinking for next week.
They don't know who their opponents will be just yet. Garcia takes the snap, hands off. Pauly with some room. So on second effort, able to pick up the first down and cross over into Warrior territory.
You know you got to wrap up Jamal Pauly. You can't just expect to do an arm tackle on him. He's too strong. He's too fast. He's too elusive. I thought you were going to do your as slippery as, what do you call it, as a wet noodle on an linoleum floor or something like
yes.
that.
Here's Pauly. This time strung out, forced out of bounds by Christian Villarreal at about the row 46, a gain of just 2.
That's what you got to do, is just don't let him go upfield. Make sure he goes out of bounds. That's what the Warriors did on that. Good pursuit right there.
So second down 8. Early moments of the second half. And up Pauly again, this time to the wide side of the field. Breaks one tackle and fighting his way close to another first down. Looks like it'll be enough as he gets all the way to the row 38-yard line.
Not only is Pauly a strong runner that can run inside, but he's got amazing speed and he can pop it to the outside real easy.
Road drum line keeping everyone excited here. SaberCats are excited. They've picked up 2 first downs after that 10-yard run there by Pauly. And off De Leon. They take this to the right side. Has some room. Breaks a tackle at the 30. First down and more. Still going at the 20. One man to beat. Cuts inside. Touchdown. What a run by Dimas De Leon. His second run for a score of the night.
You know, is this guy smooth or what? It looked like there was no way he was going to get much on it, and then he just put on some simple moves, his quick feet, and he scores.
So, wow, 38-yard run there by De Leon for his second touchdown of the night. It looks like they'll go for two here. Hand off, it's De Leon again. Or actually, let me correct myself. It wasn't a touchdown. And De Leon now goes in for the touchdown. They ruled he must have stepped out of bounds.
Yes.
So not a 38-yard run, but instead a 10-yard run.
Didn't make it any difference anyway.
De Leon with 10 touchdowns, actually 11 touchdowns rushing this season and 12 overall.
And I'm sure there's other running backs in the Valley that are pretty good, 1 and 2, but if these two guys right here, they have to rank among the top best dual running backs in the Valley. Jamal Pauly and Dimas De Leon.
Officials talk this over with Coach Robert Flores.
Like this conversation, you got to let the coach know what's going on, and the head referee brought up the field judge so he could explain to Coach Flores what was going on.
Yeah, it's field judges Tyson Vinson, referee Humberto Rodriguez.
And that's all you want as a head coach. You want to be informed on what's going on.
Coach Robert Flores, of course, a former Warrior himself, class of '95, one of the first graduating classes at Nikki Rowe High School.
You know, I had an interview with Coach Campbell. Look at the explanation by referee Rodriguez.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 85 on the defense. There'll be half the correction. That penalty will be enforced at the kickoff.
When I met Coach Campbell about 7 weeks ago, Mark, he was already scheming for the playoffs, okay? So he's working hard, and I'm sure he's prepared for any team he plays in the next couple of rounds.
The extra point try, snap to Tamez, and then Valdez's extra point try is up and good. He's now 6 for 6 on the evening. Our score is 45-7 in favor of the Vela SaberCats.
That extra point mark would have been good from 50 yards. Good blocking up the middle. Dimas wasn't even touched right there at the end, but it's too late.
Yeah, about a 9-yard touchdown run there for De Leon, his second of the game, and it's 45-7. We'll be right back.
Why choose Lone Star National Bank for your other bank does more to support local businesses. In fact, we are the #1 lender in the Valley to small businesses. We put money to work here in our community.
That helps our local businesses grow.
Creating more jobs.
And more opportunities for all of us.
Working together. Together.
We do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't. Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
And welcome back. Football night in McAllen. Students in a frenzy here with the road drum line controlling the tempo. SaberCats controlling things on the gridiron, however. Up by a big score.
Let's give a shout out to Deborah Campbell. Go SaberCats. She has #MarriedToFootball.
You see, after the penalty, Brandon Gracia was back to receive. Kicked away from him, though, and is going to be fielded at the 14-yard line. There by Gracia, after all. Or correction, it was actually Samuel Fimat fell on the football. And Rowe will start from their own 14 here in the third quarter.
This is going on Facebook. Let's go Robert Cantu, number 30, SaberCats, from Dennis Eduardo Edward Confer.
Actually going to give him to the 15-yard line. 10:51 to go here in the third quarter. And Salinas fakes the handoff, throws over the middle, then wide open, caught at the 30s, off to the races. That's Espinosa at the 40. One man chasing at the 20, the 10, and touchdown! Touchdown, Warriors! 86 yards.
It looked like a broken play on the defensive secondary, but what a nice pass by Lance Salinas to Andres Espinosa, the junior receiver. He was wide open.
They've had success on that. That was the exact same play they ran to Nelson Ramirez in the first quarter. That went 77 yards for a touchdown. Here's Andre to attempt the extra point. It's up and good. And he's 2 for 2 tonight. Well, the Warriors have 2 touchdowns, both on the longest plays from scrimmage of the season. One for 77, this one for 86. Espinosa going in for his 4th touchdown of the year.
Somebody just forgot to cover him. He was wide open.
We'll be right back.
I give credit to this official, Vincent, man. He stayed up with a runner.
There are flavors that transport us to Mexico, like tacos al pastor from traditional taquerias, tacos de pollo, or tacos de bistec, seasoned to perfection. The H-E-B Mi Tienda diced meats and fajitas are inspired by the flavors you love, perfectly seasoned with sabor and corazón, and ready to prepare at home. From our kitchen to yours, enjoy the authentic taste of our H-E-B Mi Tienda diced meats and fajitas. One more reason here, everything's better.
And welcome back. 45-14 our score. We've seen some more fireworks here in the early part of the second half as Vela had a scoring drive capped by a 9-yard touchdown run by De Leon. And then Rowe uses just one play to go 86 yards to Espinosa. Espinosa getting his 4th touchdown of the year for Lance Salinas. Ball is loose here on the kickoff. And the Warriors have it. Warriors end up with the football after the ball takes a crazy bounce, and it's Rene Inea who comes up with the ball.
So we have another penalty flag on the field mark.
That's what they've announced. I was going to say a moment ago, Lance Salinas with 2 TD passes tonight, now has 11 this season. Ball's at the moment spotted at the 36-yard line. Indicating a Rowe football. Let's see what the explanation is.
During the kick, we have a fumble recovered by Nikki Rowe. We have a dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 18, kicking team.
There's a scramble right there. The Warriors did recover. And then an unsportsmanlike penalty came in afterwards for activities that continued. And you cannot do that.
Ball's going to be moved back after the 15-yard penalty to the Warrior 49. Handoff Zavala running straight ahead up to about the Vela 48, gain of 3.
The Warriors are still playing hard, and that's good. Let's see if they can win this quarter.
Now we got a flag down.
Yeah. False start.
False start. 55. Offense. 5 yards. Second down.
So that'll move the Warriors back into their own end again to their own 47 for a 5-yard penalty. Second down and 12. Salinas play action. Hit as he throws, and this is incomplete. Fortunate not to have that picked off.
Give credit to number 94, Alexander Sotelo. He's the one that put pressure, but looks like we have another flag.
Alec Reyes nearly getting the interception. Take another look here. There's Reyes there diving for it. Looks like Nelson Ramirez, closest man in the area. We'll see what the flag is all about.
Lots of flags tonight. You don't expect this from two playoff teams, Mark, this late in the season.
Clock stopped at 9:50 to play here in the third quarter.
Are they talking about where they're going to go eat after the game?
Oh, well.
We have no flag.
No flag.
No
How
flag.
about that?
Third down.
So it goes as an incomplete pass. It'll bring up third down.
I'm telling you, Mark, there was no flag because they were talking about where they were going to go eat after the game.
Well, if they keep throwing flags, there may not be any places open. So third down and a long way. 3rd and 12 here for Nikki Rowe. You got 3 receivers on the right side, 2 on the left. That's Zavala in motion. Salinas looking that way. Now back toward the right. Flushed out. Has time. And incomplete, intended for Castillo. And covering him on the play was the defensive end there, Jake Duffner. So, man, you were talking about earlier, Mario.
Yeah, he's quite a player. Salinas had time, but a little bit of pressure made him run. Anytime you get a quarterback running, the percentage of a completion goes down. And the Warriors, you might say they're down 31 points while they're punting. They're playing a game like they were 0-0.
Almost blocked there by Vela, but punt got off in time. It's the best kick of the night there by Zavala. And it's going to pin the SaberCats back at their own 32-yard line. So 9:15 to play here in the third quarter. Third punt of the game by the Warriors. Haven't seen Vela punt yet tonight.
Houston Astros are up, Mark, 2-1, went to the top of the 6th in Game 5 of the World Series. Can the Astros hold on?
I'm just checking my stats here, and Vela has scored on every possession they've had tonight. 7 possessions now. This is their 8th possession. And a pass over the middle intended for Novato. Novato in heavy coverage there. Falls incomplete. Mason Alvarado.
Mason Alvarado.
I saw Alvarado make his 2nd interception of the season last week against Mackay. He was featured in our pregame show today. I think we've got an official's timeout right now on the field. 9:10 to play here in the third quarter. 45-14, the SaberCats in front. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Thank you to our business community. We appreciate sponsors like Dairy Queen, Bogus Ford, Lone Star National Bank, Performance Therapeutics, South Texas Health Systems, and so many other businesses that have made this beautiful scoreboard possible. Because of their support, absolutely no district funds were used, not one penny. This scoreboard allows us to showcase our students throughout the entire school year, and we sincerely appreciate the privilege. Thank you. And welcome back. 45-14 our score. SaberCats have led throughout. And a team that had only 1 loss all last year has only 1 loss so far this year. Looks like they win tonight. They improve to 9-1 heading into the first round of the state playoffs next week. It's a beautiful shot of our skyline. You can see the Chase Bank there on the right center of your screen, built in 1978 on the site of the old McAllen High School. Used to be there on the downtown area. Back to action now, third quarter. Each team has exchanged a touchdown here in this second half. Novato in motion will set up at the right wing back. Garcia could be changing the play here. Play clock at 11 as they snap it. Polly. And rushed ahead up to the 35, a gain of about 3 to bring up second down.
Good job by the middle of the defense. Making sure he's not letting Polly get out. Also in Mata. So 42 for the Warriors made a tough defense tonight. Again, Vega.
Third down and 7 here, and here's a pass. This is caught. Novato first down. Inside Warrior territory. Just barely as he crosses midfield.
Novato's such a dangerous receiver. Not only is he fast, he has lazy quickness, good hands. But we do have a penalty.
This might come back.
Coach Campbell wants an explanation, like what's going on with all of these flags?
Coach Campbell in his 6th year as head coach of the SaberCats. Edinburg Vela is about 10 years old.
It's a big penalty too.
Blindside block. Number 1 on the offense. 15 yards. Third down.
Referee Rodriguez is having fun.
So motion call there, and Vela calls a timeout here with 8:35 to play in the third quarter. Third down and long for Vela. We'll take a break. We'll be back in a moment. It's 45-14 SaberCats.
Ford is proud to sponsor tonight's game and honor student athletes pursuing excellence on and off the field. Enjoy the drive.
And welcome back here on Football Night in McAllen. We'll have another game for you tomorrow night. It's going to be the Mackay Bulldogs taking on the Memorial Mustangs. Big inter-city rivalry. It goes back more than 40 years. In fact, tomorrow will be the 41st meeting between the two. And Mackay needing a win to get into the playoffs. So essentially a playoff game for them tomorrow. And for the Mustangs, in a way, it'll be their Super Bowl because they won't have a playoff game this year. So it'll be their last game no matter what. So we should see plenty of action tomorrow night. We'll be on the air about 7:20. Here's Polly on 3rd and 17. Gets up to about the 31-yard line before he's brought down. A nice textbook tackle by Christian Vidial. It's a gain of 6, and they'll bring out the punting unit for the first time tonight.
For the first time, Mark, that tells you how potent their offense is. With 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
You see Polly on the sideline. Probably has enough yards to have reached his 1,000 yards for the season by now. Came in needing 96. First punt by Vela. Takes a Warrior bounce. Going to be killed at the 50-yard line. Only a 19-yard punt there. But both teams having troubles punting the football here tonight. And the Warriors will take over right at midfield with 7:43 to play in the third.
I can guarantee you that the SaberCats have worked a lot on punting, Mark, because that's what got them in trouble when they lost the game to far DSJ North. They had a punt the punter punted into the guy blocking right in front, right into his hips.
Oh my goodness!
It was a bad deal where Far North had great field position and took it in for a touchdown.
Salinas going to throw after play action. Nobody there. Closest receivers in the area were Espinosa and Castillo. They'll bring up second down.
Got another flag. Don't we? Yep.
During the play, ineligible receiver, 50 on the offense, downfield on a forward pass. That penalty is declined.
It's declined because of the incompletion. And so this will be 2nd and 10 at midfield.
You can see that the players haven't adjusted. They're going to run up to, since the penalty was declined, right at the 50.
Salinas hands off. Zavala has room. First down and more. Crosses the 40 into SaberCat territory, down about the 38-yard line, a pickup of 12 yards. That'll put the Warriors over 100 yards rushing here tonight.
Good blocking on the right side by Tony Garcia and Gabriel Doherty on that play.
There's two big guys right there. Zavala runs that way again, the right side at the 30, breaks a tackle down to the 21-yard line. Ball comes out, but he's ruled down. And it's a pickup of 17 yards now. Doherty weighs 255 pounds. Garcia, the guard, 290 pounds.
You know, Mark, Zavala continues to run well here in the second half. He's energized.
So 1st and 10 Warriors at the Vela 21. We're under 7 minutes to play here in the third. Fake handoff. Salinas. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Six and a half now to play here in the third. Warriors came into tonight having dropped 2 of their last 3. In danger of dropping 3 out of 4 heading into the playoffs. Not the kind of momentum you want to have going into the postseason. Salinas throws this, and it's incomplete. Was intended for his teammate, Mejia. And I'll bring up 3rd down.
Salinas is usually on target. Perhaps the receiver did not go where Salinas thought he was going.
Coverage on the play there by Dimitro Sanchez, junior linebacker. So 3rd down. Salinas breaks a tackle, now running at the 20 inside to about the 18-yard line. It's going to be well short. But down 31 points, they might decide to go for it here.
They have to go for it, Mark. And, you know, all night long, you think there's openings for the Warriors, and they're going to get big yardage out of a play, and all of a sudden the quickness on the defensive side for the SaberCats, they shut down the play. There's 3 right there, 3 defenders.
You saw, yeah, 2 of them are Duffner and Rios. Outstanding defensive line on this SaberCat team. See Salinas, the quarterback, limping off just a little bit. And Isaac Sotuyo is the new quarterback in there.
Is it? I don't know. I can't tell.
Actually, it's
Hernandez?
Yeah, Charlie Hernandez.
And you can hear the cheers. Let's go, Charlie. Tough situation to come in here. You've been on the sideline the whole game, and you know this is a passing down.
Yeah, 4th down at that. It's like a relief pitcher having to come in with the bases loaded, and never an easy situation. And so the Warriors call a timeout. They're first of the half. They're down 45-14, facing a 4th and 7. We'll take a break. You're watching Football Night in McAllen. And we're back. Tomorrow night it's Mackay and Memorial. We saw Mackay beat the Warriors last week, so Mackay, if they can beat the Mustangs, will become the unofficial city champions.
That is correct. They played very well last week. They played fast and furious.
The game will be tomorrow night, 7:30, right here at this stadium. And Hernandez going to throw the end zone on 4th down! Oh! And Ramirez not quite able to bring it in. Dive for it, was open. Couldn't quite bring it in. It'll be Vela's football.
I think Ramirez will tell you that he should have caught that ball. What a super pass by backup quarterback Charlie Hernandez. He put the ball right where it had to, Mark. Look at this. Not as easy as it looks, but I think Nelson Ramirez will tell you he should have caught that ball. There you go. You can see that on his reaction.
So it'll be Vela's football with 5:19 to go here in the third. So they take over at their own 18-yard line. Another look at it here. You can say, oh, he did bring that in. Just wasn't able to, as they say, control the ball all the way through the catch.
Well, regardless, I know Charlie Hernandez's dad he's going to use that film there to show everyone that his son made the right pass.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when he was cold, coming right off of the sidelines all night. He made the right pass. Congratulations.
Here's a little flip pass to Novato. With a lot of speed, able to get across the 30, is still loose. Across the 35 now, and finally the Warriors have to gang tackle him. He's a tough man to tackle, has deceptive speed. A couple players in there on the tackle include Jacob Bettis.
Mark.
Holding, number 9 on the offense. Spot foul. Excuse me, line of scrimmage, 10 yards, second down.
Miguel Vega also in on that last tackle, but looks like they're going to back up the SaberCats here. SaberCats had 6 penalties at halftime. They have 3 already here in this second half.
This officiating crew, Mark, came with their flags ready to throw, and they're doing an outstanding job. If they see a violation or infraction, they pull that yellow flag and throw it out there in the field.
Got an officials timeout on the field at the moment with 4:44 to play here in the third quarter. It looks like the Vela offense now coming out. There's a 5-yard penalty. 9 penalties on the SaberCats in this game, 5 on the Warriors. This was a spot foul, so 2nd and 16 here. Garcia, quarterback, nowhere to throw, is going to run it, has a lot of room, cuts inside the 20 and is close to a first down near the 29-yard line. Should be enough for the first down.
Garcia went back to pass, and he did not spot any of his receivers open. And then he saw, his eyes got big, but he saw a big opening right up the middle, and he took advantage of it.
We've got a timeout on the field, 4:29 to go here in the third. Our score is 45-14. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
whether it's high-level athletic performance or enjoying sports and exercise. Injuries happen. Get back to your best with quality, close-to-home orthopedic and sports medicine care. South Texas Health System Clinics Ortho South Texas has the team of experienced physicians for diagnosis and treatment protocols. Let's get it back. South Texas Health System Clinics.
And welcome back to football night in McAllen. Edinburg Vela with a big lead over Nikki Rowe here in the regular season finale for both teams. Both teams heading to the state playoffs next week. Could be matched up with teams like Harlingen South, Weslaco East, Donna High School. I think Donna North is still mathematically alive as well. And Brownsville Veterans Memorial also in the mix. The Chargers had an upset victory over the South Hawks last week. So here, 1st and 10, the 29. Garcia to throw. It's caught. Temez. And Temez up to about the 37-yard line, a gain of about 8.
A lot of respect for Temez on defense. They give him a lot of, they're telling him you can get 5 if you want on every play.
Going to actually spot him at the 38-yard line, so a gain of 9 on the play. 2nd down 1. Handoff, Polly. Polly has the first down into the secondary. Takes a big hit, goes down at the 48. But a gain of 10 on the play.
Ali is a hard runner at the end of right before the end of the half. He ran over a Warrior defender.
Under 4 minutes to play in the third. Vela on the march. This is Polly. Bounces outside, tries to hurdle a man. Is knocked down at the 49. It was nice open field tackle by Santos Morales.
Wonderful job by Morales. That's the way you play defense. That's the way you tackle. That was another penalty, Mark. I was just going to say, wow, we went 2 or 3 plays without a penalty, and there's another penalty.
Well, this will be back into Vela territory at their own 38. 10-yard penalty. Quick pass, caught Temez. Not quite able to break Morales' tackle and is brought down by a couple of Warriors, including Miguel Vega.
I think Temez is asking for the ball in a certain position, but he wasn't able to quickly grab the ball and go on field.
A gain of 5 there. Garcia over 200 yards passing now here for the SaberCats. Another pass, this one caught by Novato. Across the midfield stripe to the 49 in row territory. It's a gain of 8 on the play.
They better be careful of the Warrior defense. Right now, the SaberCats, they're taking those quick, short passes, and all of a sudden they're going to fake one and go deep. You watch.
They're down in 7, and a flag is down.
Timeout.
Timeout. How about that?
Timeout called by the Warriors. 45-14 our score. And the SaberCats facing a 3rd and 7 when we come back. We're going to have the Smile Cam. Enjoy our Smile Cam. SaberCats. Garcia's pass. This is caught by Temez in Warrior territory, about the 44. He's going to be short of the first down, though. And we'll see what they decide to do here on 4th and short.
It looked like he had the first down, and he went back to try to put a move. And then they tackled him. Take a look at. When you have the running back like Paulie, you have no problems.
And they do go for it here. Wildcat snap to Novato, has the first down. Flag goes down as he's brought down around the 30-yard line. See what the flag is about. That was a 4th down and 1. But it may be coming back. Also have an official's timeout at the moment. You know, Mario, you were talking a moment ago about how John Campbell, even a few weeks ago, was already thinking ahead toward playoffs. And I think that's what we're kind of seeing here, because we've seen him throw the ball quite a bit, even though they have a big lead.
Yes, you're right, Mark. I think at this time they're working on. He's a man that talks a lot about scheming, that he schemes a game plan. And I guarantee you that's what he's doing. He's either putting it into the thought process of his opponent that, hey, better be careful with my passing attack. But he also has a running attack. I don't know. I wouldn't want to be a defensive coordinator facing these SaberCats. And the Warriors are pretty much very capable of doing the same thing, but they're just being a little bit of inconsistency on their offense. But they've done well on a couple of pass plays, and Zavala's running well, so Lance, when he has to, he'll put in a good play, and the offensive line is big. So the Warriors are very capable of also putting points on the board.
You see some of the Sapphires coming over to say hello to the Warriors.
How about that? And they get a reward by our camera by letting them get on the screen. Maybe that's why they came over. They just wanted to.
Yeah, usually the
holding. Number 3 on the offense, 10 yards, 4th down.
Usually the scoreboard appearances are reserved for home team fans, but yeah, if you come over to the home side, you might be able to get on. Some other scores going on across the valley. PSJ Bears lead the Edinburg Bobcats 24-14. That's a long time rivalry there. PSJ North leading Rio Grande City 57-0. That's in the 4th. So it looks like the Raiders will finish with a perfect 10-0 regular season. Brownsville Veterans Memorial, get a load of this score. The Chargers lead the Lopez Lobos 85-14. That's a final. As we see, it was a penalty against the SaberCats. SaberCats run it on 4th down again, and it's Novato once more able to convert and move the chains.
Looks like it doesn't matter what down and distance they need. They look like the mentality that they're going to get the first down.
So up to the row 34-yard line. And then here is Temez again. Temez breaking into the secondary out at about the 15-yard line, forced out of bounds by Nathan Cantu.
Lots of respect on Temez. The defenders playing back, and they're taking advantage of it. You want to give them those easy 7-8 yard completions, they're going to go for it, and then all of a sudden they're going to trick you and go deep.
Yeah, that was good for 19 yards and a first down. And here they'll sweep it right. Pauly has a block downfield and goes in for the touchdown. And Pauly is in the end zone for the 3rd time tonight. And the Vela SaberCats go over 50 points
But there
on the
is
scoreboard.
another flag, Mark.
Oh, another flag is down. And I can wonder why Pauly seemed disappointed.
Y'all still here? They're freshmen, and we would always skip.
Might just get his 3rd score of the night yet, but we'll have to wait.
Holding. Number 9 on the run, 10 yards, first down.
So a holding penalty will negate that. That'll be the 11th penalty now on the SaberCats.
But I bet you some of these kids on offense, Mark, they're saying, hey, we got more plays here. No problem.
Chance to run time off the clock. 1:08 to go in the third. Garcia looking toward the end zone. Throws this. Nearly picked off by Christian Villarreal. Was intended for Novato. And Villarreal with excellent coverage there. Nearly gets the pick.
I think Christian Villarreal was surprised that the ball actually ended up in his hands. Because all night long, Garcia has been very active. Accurate.
Fake to De Leon, and now Garcia wrapped up, and he's going to be sacked. This is Vega. Miguel Vega, the junior defensive lineman, comes through, gets the first sack of the night for the Warrior defense, and the 13th sack of the year.
And it's pretty good that he had that sack because Christian Navarro was all by himself.
This is going to be his team-high 4th sack. So you saw it comes in there and just gets a hold of him, wrestles him down. What is that, 2 points for a takedown in wrestling, Greco-Roman? Pass to Shoop. Shoop making his first catch, cuts inside at the 15, still going, and falls down near the 10-yard line. Jackson Shoop, with his first catch tonight, came in with 13 receptions for 396 yards, was averaging about 30 yards a catch.
And I know last time, a lot of those 13 receptions when he played here on this field, he had a massive game. Oh, we finally got to the end of the third quarter.
Indeed. End of 3. 45-14 our score. We've got the fourth quarter coming up. Vela knocking on the door once more. We'll be back with more Football Night in McAllen.
Why choose Lone Star National Bank for your business? Because no other bank does more to support local businesses. In fact, we are the #1 lender in the Valley to small businesses. We put money to work here in our community.
That helps our local businesses grow.
Creating more jobs.
And more opportunities for all of us.
Working together. Together.
We do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't. Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
And welcome back here on DQ Fan Field, McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium. Football Night in McAllen, SaberCats on top by a big score and threatening to add to that. This the regular season finale for both these teams. We'll have another game for you tomorrow night. It'll be Mackay taking on McAllen Memorial. Mustangs will be the official home team for that one. Mackay needing a victory tomorrow to get into the postseason. It's going to be a field goal attempt here.
Yes, sir.
27-yard attempt here for Valdez. Good snap and hold. Kick is a line drive, and it is good. And he's now 11 for 12 on the year.
He really didn't get that one very well, but boy, that guy he knows how to put that ball between the goalposts. And it's fan cam time.
Yeah. Got the fan cam.
Looks like that's Coach Becky Flores from Garza. How about Aaron? Aaron's hiding in the crowd. They found him. Who's Aaron? Isn't he one of our camera guys? What is he doing in the stands, Mark?
Oh, yeah. Man with the beard.
There you go. Nice big smile.
.14 our score now. 2 field goals in this game by Valdez. Had one of 24 yards and now added 27 yards just a moment ago. Guinea runs this, or excuse me, Ramirez runs this up to about the 25-yard line. Actually, it's going to be at the 20-yard line. Just under 12 minutes to play here in the ball game.
I'd like to congratulate Rowe volleyball coach Magda Canales. She made it into the playoffs. I don't know how many years in a row, but seems like those Lady Warriors are always in the playoffs. She lost in 4 games in the bi-district playoffs to the Chargers from Brownsville Veterans.
A great year for the Lady Warriors. 1st and 10, handoff up across the 20 to about the 22. And that was a short run there by Sandil Fimat. And we've got an official's timeout at the moment with 11:38 to play here in the 4th. Our score 48-14. We'll continue with more football night in McAllen.
There are flavors that transport us to Mexico, like tacos al pastor from traditional taquerias, tacos de pollo, or tacos de bistec, seasoned to perfection. The H-E-B Mi Tienda diced meats and fajitas are inspired by the flavors you love, perfectly seasoned with sabor and corazón, and ready to prepare at home. From our kitchen to yours, enjoy the authentic taste of our H-E-B Mi Tienda diced meats and fajitas. One more reason here, everything's better.
Welcome back, football night at McAllen. You can see the some of the Tiara's dance team putting on their Letterman jackets. It's getting a little bit chilly out there this evening. Cheerleaders in long sleeves. And here's Salinas going to hand this off straight up the middle on 2nd down and 9. First carry of the game there for Brandon Gracia.
The weather out there, Mark, the weather out there is 77. Can you imagine if people from the north would hear that it's kind of chilly for us at 77?
77. It's getting chilly.
You know, as a longtime health and PE coordinator in McAllen, our barometer for the kids not to go outside when it's too cold is 50. And when I met with several coordinators in other parts of the country and I told them it was 50, they just cracked up, because in their school districts in North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, theirs was 10 degrees.
Oh my gosh. Low snap on 3rd down. Ball comes loose. I think Salinas was able to fall on it, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Yeah, people from they're from northern climates, and when I tell them that if the temperature here in McAllen gets down into, say, the low 40s, we start getting calls from parents, especially of little ones, asking if we're canceling school.
Absolutely.
And they think that's nuts. If it has to be like 8 feet of snow on the ground before they would cancel it up in, say, Illinois or Michigan. There's a loss of 3 on that last play.
Who's punting for us?
Yeah, we've got the backup quarterback, Charlie Hernandez, out there to punt.
Nikki Rowe.
We've got a timeout called by the Warriors. That's their last one here with 9:57 to play in the 4th quarter. We'll take a timeout with them. It's Vela 48 and Rowe 14. We'll continue. And we're back here on Football Night in McAllen. You've got the Warriors having just called their last timeout there, facing a 4th and 9 here. Could be thinking about going for it. And we'll see what happens here in a moment. Oh, and look at there. We have a birthday boy in the house, number 77, Gabriel Doherty, one of the team captains all season. His mom is Miss Karen Doherty, one of our teachers here at McAllen ISD, and happy birthday to Gabriel, his 18th birthday.
Hey.
All right. Happy birthday. And here's the punt. The Warriors decide to punt after all. The ball's going to roll well inside SaberCat territory. Be killed about the 41-yard line there by the Warriors' Fimat. Fourth punt of the night for the Warriors. And SaberCats will take over at their 41.
Well, the good thing for the Warriors is that the game has not been an easy one for them, but at least they can play. They can play next week again. They'll be in the playoffs.
Yeah, the season essentially starts anew next week. It's win or go home. Warriors can be the 3rd seed or the 4th seed. Have a new quarterback in there. This is Temez on the catch. And Temez upended at the 48 after a gain of 7.
His new quarterback is sophomore Miles Lopez. He's 6'3", 185 mark, and they have high hopes for him in the future.
Here's a run here by Polly. Only pushed out of bounds by the defender Cantu, but it's a first down.
I don't know who's playing against who, Mark, but good luck to the teams from the east side. Doesn't matter who plays Edinburg Vela. It's going to be very hard to beat Edinburg Vela.
Lopez in there at quarterback. Fires another one to Temez. Has the first down and more, and then bumped out of bounds once again by Nathan Cantu. But another first down here for the SaberCats.
You know, and the score is 48-14. You might be thinking, Coach Campbell, why are you still throwing? But if you look at the Warriors, they're making the Vela SaberCats throw because they're putting a lot of defenders in the box trying to stop the run. But what Coach Campbell is doing is he's trying to work on some plays that he might need for next week.
And here's Lopez on the keeper. Crosses the 30 to about the 18-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd down and 1. Handoff Polly. Polly breaks the tackle at the line of scrimmage and fights his way up to about the 12-yard line. That's another SaberCat first down. They can actually pick up a first without scoring. Clock running at 8 minutes to play. Lopez going to run this right side, crosses the 10, tripped up and falls down at the 6. 6-yard gain. And the clock will keep on running.
You know, you can always depend on the cheerleaders, Mark, to provide a good spirit, no matter what the score is.
There's a stoppage. Flag is down.
Illegal snap, center, 5 yards, 2nd down.
It'll be the 12th penalty on the SaberCats. It'll be something Coach Campbell will want to address between this week and next. Who's that gentleman?
That's Jake Berry, isn't it?
Yeah, on the right side.
There you go.
Joe De La Garza on the left, both with Joe De La Garza with our MITV and Jake Berry, the director of
He's trying to hide
communications and marketing at McAllen ISD. Here's Lopez on a run up to about the 7-yard line. Actually going to...
You know, in 8 games this year, Mark, out of 9, the SaberCats have scored more than 50 points. Like you said earlier, that's an incredible high-power offense. And their defense isn't that bad. That's what makes them so dangerous.
High snap to Lopez. He'll run it on 3rd down. They needed the 2-yard line. I think he got to about the 3. And they'll bring up 4th down.
You know you got an automatic 3 if you send your field goal kicker in, or is Coach Campbell going to try to work on a play?
SaberCats are 1 for 2 on 4th down tonight. This is a Wildcat, snapped to Novato, trying for his 3rd TD, runs in and scores.
And that's why you go for it, Mark, because you have someone like Justin Navarro. And I called him out early in the game. I know we highlighted Jamal Poli, but the last time Navarro played on this field, Mark, when it was against the Memorial Mustangs, 63-0, he was very impressive.
Here's the extra point try, and it's good. Valdez perfect on the night with his kicking, and scores 55-14 in favor of the SaberCats, and SaberCats right on their season average. Came in about 55.1 as we take another look here. Novato with his 3rd touchdown of the night, his 17th score of the year. 6:12 to play, and we'll be back. Thank you to our business community. We appreciate sponsors like Dairy Queen, Bogus Ford, Lone Star National Bank, Performance Therapeutics, South Texas Health Systems, and so many other businesses that have made this beautiful scoreboard possible. Because of their support, absolutely no district funds were used, not one penny. This scoreboard allows us to showcase our students throughout the entire school year, and we sincerely appreciate the privilege. Thank you. And welcome back to Football Night at McAllen. Mark May with Mario Reyna. Our prize-winning, award-winning MITV broadcast crew bringing you this game. This will come out to the 25-yard line. .6:12 to go here in the game. See what the Warriors can do from here. Got a new quarterback in there. It's going to be a fake and a run up to about the 25-yard line. New QB is Adrian Boteo. It's a sophomore. Actually, he got back to the line of scrimmage. And the clock running under 6 minutes to play here in the game. So both these teams will be in action next week. We don't know who they'll be playing yet or where. Vela will be finishing second, as we saw PSJA North Raiders were well ahead in the 4th quarter tonight against Rio Grande City. So the PSJA North will be the district champion. And Vela will be second. Rowe will be, could be 3rd or could be 4th, depending on what Mac High does tomorrow night with McAllen Memorial. There's Gracia on the carry. Picked up 2. They've got 3rd down now. The Warriors haven't done well on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 9. It's been their Achilles heel this evening. So 3rd and 9, snap to Boteo. His first pass is complete. That was Gracia on the catch. And got up to about the 26-yard line. It'd be 4th and long.
I think, Mark, in the playoff scenarios, I think if Harlingen South beats Donna tomorrow and Mackay beats McAllen Memorial, then you'll have Nikki Rowe playing against a real tough Brownsville Vets team. And Mackay will match up against the Harlingen South team. So I don't know. We'll see.
You see Hernandez in there to punt the football. And one of the SaberCats came in almost unblocked, picked up at the last instant. And this is a high punt that lands short. And just like we saw in the bulk of the first half, the SaberCats will start in excellent field position. They'll be at the Warrior 39.
I guarantee you, Mark, that Coach Robert Flores is going to work a lot on the punting this week because it's not been very good for the Warriors. Special teams did not do very well today.
New Warrior defensive lineman checking in. That's Jason Dela Cruz. He's a junior defensive lineman. You can see Lopez in there, quarterback, the sophomore. New running back here as a handoff gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's Cyrus Golat, junior. They're actually going to credit him with a 1-yard gain. Vela over 300 yards rushing this evening. They're about 315 right now. And passing hasn't been too shabby either. 259 yards through the air.
So what would you do, Mark, if you were a defensive coordinator? I mean, how?
I don't know. I haven't seen anybody play hyper-aggressive defense against this Vela team. Maybe as they run the Wildcat here, maybe a team that will blitz a lot and try to get into the backfield and mess up plays before they can germinate.
Maybe that's what the Far North Raiders did when they beat them.
Marquez Fuentes on that last carry for the SaberCats. They'll bring up third down at about 3. We're under 2:45 to play in the game. Tomorrow night we'll have the Bulldogs and Mustangs. 7:30 kickoff here at DQ Fan Field. Mario and I will be on with the coverage at about 7:18. Here's the snap to Lopez on 3rd and short. It's a high snap, but he's able to pick it up. Doesn't do him much good as he's going to be pulled down for a loss of yards. Terrific play there by Caleb Alanis.
Caleb is listed as a wide receiver, but obviously he can play defense. He's a junior.
Be 4th down now for the SaberCats. Under 2 minutes to go in the game. They'll just go for this here. If they get the first down, they can run out the clock. Probably will be a running play. Three receivers to the right. Now we've got a timeout called by Vela. Timeout called by the SaberCats. That's their second. Rowe, of course, out of timeouts. I'm looking at some scores from around the Rio Grande Valley. We mentioned the Bobcats now lead the PSJA Bears 28-24 in the 4th. PSJA North, this has gone final. The Raiders beat Rio Grande City 57-0. PSJA North 10-0 this season. District champions. We mentioned Veterans Memorial of Brownsville beating Brownsville Lopez 85-14.
80. That's the first time I hear that score. That many points.
That's the highest score I've heard of this season.
Yes, sir.
Port Isabel beat Gruya 45-0 as on 4th and 13. Lopez going to unleash one for the end zone. A man is there, and it's incomplete, broken up at the last moment. Looks like it was intended for number 14, Marquez Fuentes, broken up by Alex Partida. That was a beautiful toss there. We see Partida there. See, Lopez had time to throw and just went for the home run here. Beautiful pass. You can see Partida, I think, just got a hand in there at the last second.
And in the World Series, Mark, bottom of the 7th, the Houston Astros are hanging on 2-1 in the big, important 5th game of the World Series.
Yeah, that would give them a 3-2 lead if they hold on for that win with the next two at Houston. Here's a fumble on first down, picked up by the SaberCats. And this is going to be run into the end zone for a touchdown. It's a touchdown for the SaberCats with a fumble returned by Ryan Boteo, the senior linebacker. That's the third turnover of the night.
Well, this is what happened to the Warriors last week too, Mark. In the last minute, they had an interception for a pick six.
That's right, that happened last week. It helped Mackay out in terms of those positive points if they get into a three-way tie. And this one's just icing on the cake for the SaberCats, who now have 61 points on the board. Valdez in to attempt the extra point. And again, he is money. It's good. He's 8 for 8 on his extra points, and our score is 62-14 in favor of the SaberCats. 1:06 to play. We'll keep it here for the last minute. There you see the SaberCat sideline. So they'll be 9-1 heading into the playoffs. They were 10-0 last year in the regular season. So they've been very good for a while now. Warriors last year were 7-4 overall, or 7-3 at the end of the regular season. They'll be 6-4 this time around. We see Valdez will be kicking this one off. So back to receive there for Nikki Rowe was Jose Cruz. It's a fitting name as the Astros are in the World Series this evening. Jose Cruz, one of their most famous early stars back in the 70s and 80s. And you saw that went out for a touchback, so the Warriors will get it at the 25-yard line. 1:06 on the clock. Warriors out of timeouts. Just trying to engineer some positivity here as they head into the playoffs next week. Warriors will be 6-4 overall. They'll be 4-3 in the district. As we mentioned, the SaberCats 9-1 overall and 6-1 in district play. They'll be going into the playoffs on a 5-game win streak. Handoff straight ahead. It's good for 5 yards there for the Warriors. They'll probably run one more play. That was Gracia on the carry. Hernandez is the quarterback. Around 35 seconds left in the game. Man goes in motion via handoff. Trying to get around to the left side and brought down for a loss there. That was Jose Cruz on the carry. And on the tackle, Andrew Chavez, a sophomore linebacker. I think that should do it. They won't need to snap it again. Our final score will be Vela 62 and Nikki Rowe 14. And tomorrow night, it'll be the Bulldogs and the Mustangs kicking off at 7:30. And there's the horn. So this game is over. Regular season is done. 62-14, our final score. Bulldogs and Mustangs tomorrow night at 7:30. Be on the air about 7:18. For Mario Reyna, I'm Mark May. And the rest of our award-winning MITV broadcast crew, directed by Mr. Raul Ramos, saying so long from DQ Fan Field. We'll see you tomorrow night here in McAllen. Good night.